Welcome back. Well, it's game on. America is set for a Trump-Biden rematch this coming November. Donald Trump is now officially running unopposed to become the Republican presidential nominee after rival Nikki Haley dropped out of the race following an underwhelming turnout on Super Tuesday. The former South Carolina governor has one last card to play after refusing to endorse Trump, instead challenging the former president to earn the support of those who backed her.
In all likelihood, Donald Trump will be the Republican nominee when our party convention meets in July. I congratulate him and wish him well. It is now up to Donald Trump to earn the votes of those in our party and beyond it who did not support him. And I hope he does that. At its best, politics is about bringing people into your cause, not turning them away. And our conservative cause badly needs more people.
Joining me now live is Sky News contributor Kosha Garda. Kosha, great to see you as always. Thanks for joining us. Is it fair to say everyone saw this coming? Donald Trump was always going to run unopposed, and let's be honest, Nikki Haley eventually was always going to drop out of the race.
I think in the past several weeks to months even for sure, that Trump has been so ascendant, the momentum was clear and everybody saw it coming as all the other candidates dropped out one by one, and people were kind of scratching their heads as to why Nikki Haley stayed in as long as she did. But it is worth noting how I think in 2021, right after Trump stepped down after his first term and January 6th and all of that, nobody actually was sure what was going to happen, and people didn't know he was really in a deficit. People didn't know how he was going to fare, and it's actually shaping up to be one of the biggest political comebacks, I think, in U.S. history.
Well, it's going to be an incredible race to watch. Would you say that the Democrats would have known that this was coming all along? I mean, Trump really now has the energy to run rings around Joe Biden, and the Democrats are stuck with Biden, essentially. Have they made a mistake keeping him in there?
You know, I think this is probably the central question in political circles right now in the U.S., where everybody's wondering, is he in or is he not? And there's a growing, I wouldn't say consensus, but there's certainly camps of people who think that they're brewing towards some kind of switcheroo, either in the summertime or in August, which is when the Democrat convention takes place in Chicago. And all sorts of names have been floating around, from Michelle Obama to Gavin Newsom, the governor of California, and others. We don't know. But I also think at the same time, the faction of people who are supporting Biden and want to continue what happened in the last 4 years is also strong. And I think there might be some infighting or interesting politicking that we might see, because I'm not sure how that story is going to unfold.
No, that's a really good point. It's interesting, of course, Michelle Obama, we know her office yesterday said that she won't run. I just want to ask you, though, in terms of Donald Trump, do you think that his court cases are going to stop him between now and November? How do you see that playing out?
You know, that's had a few interesting twists and turns in the last couple of weeks, where there are 4 major criminal cases against him, the 2 by Jack Smith, the federal special prosecutor, and then the Georgia case and the New York case. And all 4 of them have hit different stumbling blocks, where it looks increasingly likely that none of them are going to go to trial before November. Anything could change, we don't know, but there's different things that have happened that have led to all of them going that way, from the Supreme Court deciding to hear his immunity case, which is going to delay that one, to the Georgia one is turning into a soap opera fiasco for those that are following it, with the prosecutor running into problems of her own and maybe dismissed from it, and they'd have to refile, and that won't happen before the election either. So it's really interesting that in a way, in poker parlance, people are calling it that he's pulling an inside straight. It was really, really difficult to have all 4 of these delayed and therefore not having some sort of conviction or something before the election, and it looks like he's actually doing it.